hard to follow that because usually he's going to come up here and be funny. But that was great. Let's give our Father a big hand clap again before we move on with the service. All right, I need some of my guys to come on up here. Maddox, Brittany, where's Gracie, Miss Madison, Mr. Ashton, and Mr. Josh. Y'all come on up here and let's find a seat. I wish we could have gotten all of our guys up here, but we would have taken up the whole service. And it is Mother's Day. I mean, man, Mother's Day. How many out there's got a great mom? Raise your hand. The greatest, you know, right? Everybody's got the greatest. We got some waving. All right, what we have up here is, I know you've seen the old show of kids say the darndest things, right? Okay, this is something similar to that, but it's just going to focus on moms. So, some of you moms are looking up here thinking, man, I'm so glad my kid's not up there. Because they would probably say something you don't want everybody to know. But I have a few questions that I'm going to ask these, and they're going to give me their answers. Moms, I did the best I could not to get an embarrassing question. I said the best I could. But if y'all know me, I threw in one or two. Okay? All right? So, we're going to get started on this, and then we'll just see how it goes. Moms, good luck. Okay? So, all right. We're going to start off with one that is going to be kind of funny, guys, okay? And what we'll do is I'll come to you with the microphone and you answer, or this first one is just really a facial expression that I want you to give on what does your mom look like when she is mad? Okay? So when I come to you, I want you to give the face, okay? And let's just see how your moms look when they are mad, all right? Mr. Ashton, go right ahead and let's give us that face. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. All right, Miss Madison, come on. I know your mom gets mad now. Don't say you don't know. You ain't going to get in trouble. Not today. Not today, Mama. Not today. Here, I'll hide. No. Nothing? You don't know? All right, Maddox. Whoa. Well, Miss Gracie. Okay. Oh, you're going to go last. Okay, Josh. Ooh, okay. All right, your turn now. You can't point to nobody else this time. Go ahead. What is it? Okay, you don't know? All right. All right, moms, you got some mean-looking faces out there, okay? All right. If your mom becomes famous, what would it be for? Ashton?
Singing.
Singing? Well, that's a new one. Huh? We need her on stage, just saying.
Singing.
Singing. All right, Maddox, here we go.
Painting.
That was what I was going to guess. Don't know. If she was going to become famous, what would it be for? Nothing? All right, think about it. I'll come back to you, okay? All right, here we go.
Karate.
Karate? Uh-oh. No wonder you don't want to make her mad.
I don't know.
Nothing? Nothing. Okay, y'all must not want to get in trouble. Okay, karate. I did not know that. You didn't either. Oh, okay. Okay. I was going to ask you. Okay. If you could give your mama anything in the world, if you could give her anything, what would you give her?
I gotta think.
You got to think? Who knows?
A house.
A house. All right.
A car.
A car.
A new car.
New car.
Something that she can paint with.
Paint with? Oh, okay.
A car.
New car? A bunch of new cars. Any car salesman in here? Wait.
$1 million.
$1 million. That benefits you too, right? That's right. Smart man. Smart man. All right. Did I get everybody? Yes. Okay. Ooh. How old is your mama?
She's 30.
30. Wow. 30?
40.
40? Okay.
39.
39? Is that right?
38.
38? Don't ask. That's cheating.
38.
38?
50.
50? Okay. 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 Moving on. Moving on. You thought you were going to die. I mean, no, that's just what this is about. All right, what does Mama always say?
Go on somewhere, boy.
Dog, come on.
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to come back to you. Something Mama always says.
Clean that room.
Clean that room. I hear you. Come on. Y'all got to have something.
Fold your clothes.
Fold your clothes.
She always says no.
Always says no.
Do the dishes.
Do it again.
Do the dishes.
Do the dishes. You got one?
Can you ever get out of the bed?
She likes to sleep, huh? Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. This one should be easy for y'all, okay? Where is Mama's favorite place to go?
Probably El Cazador.
El Cazador? That's what she likes to eat, huh? Okay.
I don't know.
You don't know? Come on. Yes, say that, because I bet that ain't it.
Work.
Okay, here we go. Where's your mama's favorite place to go?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
Shopping.
Shopping? Okay, that's good. That's good.
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Shopping.
Shopping? Okay. Okay. I was prepared to get like beach, mountains. Okay, but that's okay. Shopping, that's cool. Okay. This one might require a little bit of thought. And then again, it might be easy for you. Okay? All right? Okay. I'll start on the other end this time, all right? If Mom was a cartoon character, who would... I'm going to save you for last, though. That hand went up way too quick. Okay? If Mom was a cartoon character, who would she be?
Bugs Bunny.
Who?
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. Okay. You don't know? I'll come back to you, okay? Think about it. You got one? No?
SpongeBob.
Okay. Miss Madison?
I know who it is, but I forgot the name. No, I do. I know one. It's that girl. I forgot what her name is, though. She's a superhero.
Word Girl? Who?
Yeah,
Word Girl? Yeah. Y'all, I ain't seen that cartoon now. That's a good one on me. Word Girl? Okay. Okay. Who? Josh? You still don't know? Did you get one?
Squidward.
Squidward. Okay. Is that everybody? Oh, Ashton.
It's that angry guy from where it has Joy and I can't remember what it is. She's the angry one out of them.
What is your...
It's Inside Out from there.
Yeah, I got the where his head lights on fire and all that stuff. I could see that. Love you, Haley. All right. All right, here we go. We got it. Did you find one? Did you figure out one? No? Okay. All right. Here we go. We got two more, okay? Two more. What is your wish for your mom? What's a wish for your mom? You got one? Anybody got one? What is your wish for your mom?
That she becomes famous.
Okay. All right.
She gets in her new house.
She gets in her new house. Okay.
That she won't be mad at me if I don't clean my room.
To get a new car.
To get a new car. Okay.
To get a new car.
To get a new car. Okay.
To where she don't ever have to worry about anything.
Oh, that's good, dude. Good. You made up for some stuff right there. Okay. Good job. All right. The last one. Okay. How do you know your mama loves you? Yo, this one should be the easy one.
That she's nice to me and she loves me.
Good job.
That she's always been there for me.
She's nice to me and gets me things.
Okay. Okay.
She helps me with everything.
Okay.
She buys me stuff.
Buys you stuff. How do you know your mama loves you?
She don't make me clean my room that much.
Oh, okay. That's good. She don't make him clean his room that much. All right. All right. That is all the questions I have. Y'all just stay seated just for a second and I'll get y'all. But yeah, y'all give them a hand for doing good. And moms, don't get on to them today for their answers. They were being honest and they were doing what I asked them to do. So don't get mad at them, get mad at me, but wait until I leave. Okay? All right. What I want to do now before I let them sit down, I want all of our moms to stand. If you are a mother in this room, not just an Avenue Kids mom, but just a mom in general, I want y'all to stand because we want to, at this time, we want to celebrate all of you, not just the 6 moms that we questioned this morning. And if my guys that we're going to hand out the roses, if they'll go get some roses in their hands, from the church, we want to give you a rose for Mother's Day and honor you for being the moms that you are, for loving us for really no reason. You don't need a reason to love us. You love us, okay? And that's what we like, okay? So dads, kids, let's give these moms a hand as they get these roses. Anna, Emily, yeah, just go ahead and grab a rose. Some of mine forgot what they were supposed to do. They're like, huh, what? Okay, but they're getting it. But just remain standing, please, if you don't mind, so we know that everyone gets a rose and everything. So y'all get your exercise this morning. Guys, y'all can have a seat. Thank you so much. Y'all did great. Y'all did great. And if you get in trouble, y'all call me. Y'all call me. Y'all don't need to get in trouble today. Especially some of y'all. Woo. I hope every mother in here gets everything you want for Mother's Day. Dads, do what you got to do. Some of you's got to go buy a car. It's what mine wants. She got a bag. I love her though. All right, has every mom got a rose except for these few right over here? We still got some roses coming. Oh yeah. Riggs, go get me 2 more, buddy, and let's take care of these 2 moms on the stage, okay? Well, Willow's got them. Thank you. Everybody got one now? Awesome. Well, that concludes the part where y'all get to look at me. Thank you.
Are you proud of your kids this morning? Well, we know Michelle goes to Hobby Lobby, Lexi knows karate, and Lori is 50. You're looking great, Lori, for 50. No doubt about it, looking great. So we're glad you're here this morning. Going to do things a little bit differently. I'm not going to preach this morning. I'm going to let 6 ladies do it. Does that sound good to you this morning? You may think 6, wow, that's going to be a wow. They've all been asked. I'm going to ask them to come on up. If you're not up here right now, ladies, and you're participating, please come on up. We've got you a chair back here. That way we can just flow from one lady into the other. I've asked them to keep it to 3 minutes and under, okay? What they're going to do this morning, they were asked to either do one of these or they could do both of them, but just keep it in that time frame. We're going to try to get you out a little bit earlier than the norm because I know a lot of you may be going to restaurants and maybe you can beat the other churches this morning. We're usually not concerned about that, but on Mother's Day we are because it's going to be pretty crowded. But I want them to still have time to do what they're going to do. Some of them are going to tell us a lesson that they learned from their mother that they've never forgotten and never will forget. Another one is that they're going to share a mommy moment. That's what this segment of the service is called, Mommy Moments. They're going to share a mommy moment and experience with one of their kids that they've never forgotten and never will forget. Now, they may address both of those, or they may address one. But I want you to give them a hand before they even come up this morning. So they're going to do an incredible job, I know. Somebody had to go first this morning, and I chose her, and she was good with it. So I'm going to ask Ms. Nikki if she would come, and then she's going to hand the mic off to the next one, and they're just going to go straight through. So give them your attention in the next few moments. I believe you'll be blessed.
Well, somebody had to go first. It sure is hard to condense how much your mother means to you in 3 minutes, but here goes. I was raised in a wonderful family, a Christian home, and I had a mom teach me a whole lot of things, but there's a couple of things today I want to say about her. She's always taught me that when I go through trials in life, whether they're big, small, whether they're regarding me or my kids, the best way to fight them is on my knees. And it's not easy, especially when it comes to your kids. You want to fight for them. But I've learned, and she's taught me, if you'll ask the Lord to handle your problem, He will handle it much better than I can, and He always does. My mom used to have a wind chime. I don't even know if you remember this, Mom, but it's gotten me through a lot of things in life. And that wind chime said, prayer takes flight with praise. When my husband and I were ready to start a family, I couldn't have children. The doctor said, you may never have a child. We began taking medicine, the whole shebang. And one day I was riding down the road, and I remember exactly where I was. And I said, Lord, I'm your child. You heard me the first time I prayed. You know my heart's desire for a baby. And from that day forth, I took no more medicine, and I praised Him for the baby He was going to send us. A few months later, we had our first little boy. A couple years later, I said, now, Lord, you know I want another baby. And I began thanking Him. I said, Lord, you know my desire. I'm going to praise you for another baby. And we had our second son. Well, God has a sense of humor because when I requested that third child, I said, Lord, I'm an only child. I really, really want 3 children. And if you know me, the third kid was twins. And I haven't asked the Lord for any more after that. So she's taught me to always praise Him through the storms and trust Him that He knows the best way for the problem. One last story, and this is for all moms, especially moms like around my age that you have small kids. You have to work every day. A lot of days you get home from work, you're exhausted, you're tired, you just want to be left alone. It's been a bad day. But Mom always taught me, because the kids, they've always stayed with my mom after school. She taught me to come in every day. Every day I go to each kid. I give them a big hug, and just for a minute, I say, "How was your day? How was your day?" I go find the next kid. I give them a hug. And to this day, I still hug them all every day and ask them how their day was. And I can assure you, those hugs mean more to me probably than they ever did them. So, Mom, thank you for being a wonderful mom. Thank you for teaching me to fight my battles on my knees. And thank you for teaching me to love my kids the way you did.
First of all, I'd like to let all the mothers know out there, Happy Mother's Day. And when the preacher texted me and asked me about doing this for him, I was like, oh, this will be pretty easy. You know, we can talk about our moms and, you know, our kids. But it actually wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be able to get up here and just tell you one memorable lesson learned type deal. So finally, after thought, I started thinking about the Bible verse, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, which is Proverbs 22:6. My mom and my dad, they both raised my brother and I to be how important it was to grow up in church, how to have high values and morals, and the power of prayer. All of these were important to us, and I feel like we pretty much did a job well done when it comes to those things. We both go to church, and we try to have high values and morals, and we also believe in the power of prayer. But prayer stands out to me the most. I can remember growing up, my mom, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother. If you needed a prayer partner, they were there. I can remember going to family reunions, and if somebody come up to you and said, hey, I need for you to pray for me, they would do it right there. All the women would get together and lay hands on each other. You don't really see that much anymore. Most of them have, gone. My great-grandmother has, and my Nana, as I call her, she's still here, and my mom. And I know to this day that if I needed somebody to pray for me, they're there. I can remember when I had Taylor. Chad didn't know it. He was in the nursery with her, and I started having some complications. And I can remember I was crying, and I was in so much pain. And I can remember my mom standing over me crying and praying for God to touch me. I've had moments in my life where I've had to have surgery, and I was in pain. And my mom was always there to pray for us. So I feel like that if anything Jesus taught me is the importance of prayer, no matter what it is, if it's something small, if it's something large, if the devil's fighting you, pray, 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 pray. And when we feel like that God's not listening, keep praying, because he is. It's just not our timing, it's his timing. So you have to always pray. So pretty much, they've taught me so much in my time being here, but the power of prayer, I believe, has touched me the most. So thank you.
I did not grow up with my real mom. She was just not in my life. But the Lord, he knew exactly who I needed, and he sent me some amazing women. They helped mold me into the mother that I knew I always wanted to be. One of those amazing women gave me some wonderful advice. She said to always let them be little. Let them wear the smocking dresses and the little Johns for as long as they'll let you, let them play in the mud and make mud pies, do all the silly things, and just enjoy every moment. And when I was asked to participate in this, two memories popped up in my head about my children. One of them was, the nasal area for kids is like a treasure chest. You know, they find gold up there, they find, you know, just things. And they happen to taste one or two. So one day I asked my precious little baby, what does it taste like? Never missed a beat. Coconut. So if you ever wanted to know, there you go. The other one was when my little 2-year-old boy, we were at church and I was running my mouth. And I proceed to see him go straight out the door to the front step. And he pees. Off the front step, in front of everyone. Yes, I was mortified and we left quickly. But now I know that those moments are priceless. And I am one blessed mama. Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day. When Pastor texts me, I've been really straight chill lately. Lexi texted me about 2 weeks ago, asked me about teaching Bible study on Tuesday night. I told her I'd pray about it. Then Pastor texted me, I said, okay, Lord, you're stretching me. But anyway, my mom, I'm trying not to get emotional, but the one valuable lesson I learned from my mom was, I never quite understood. She kind of brought up in a family that was divided. And she had a sister, I tell you, it was hard for her. But every time she got sick, she was always there for her, but she never there was to celebrate us as a family. And one day we was riding, I asked Mom, I said, Mom, why do you keep going back, no matter how much she treats you? And she said, love's cover a multitude of sins. And she began to explain to me why she loved her sister so much. And I began to look at my aunt in a different way because she saw the good in her when I saw the bad. So she just overcome so much as a child. And that's why I'm the mom that I am today. We have to love in spite of all. We have to see the good in the people because we all fall short, but we have to see the good. And then I'm going to talk about Caitlin and Kaysen. I too was like Nikki, couldn't have children. I thought I couldn't, but God blessed me. And I told him, I said, if you bless me, I'll give my children back to you. And I did. And it's not a day that go by that I don't pray for them before they go to school. And sometimes I get busy in case I say, Mom, we got to pray. And then I realized, too, that I need to teach them how to pray because I'm not going to always be here. So we alternate prayer every morning. We all pray. When I put them out in the morning, I say, shine bright, be a light, draw people unto you. Thank you.
Like all these other mothers, I didn't think I wanted to do this, but I prayed about it. But my mother is in heaven, so I'm not going to say that much. But I'm thankful that I was raised in a Christian home, and my mother taught me how to pray, and she taught me to respect all people. And I thank her for that. And I always tried to be the best child that I could be, and when I wasn't, she disciplined me, she whipped me. But I'm going to mostly speak about my son and what the memories I have with him. And I was like these two other ladies, I thought I wasn't going to be able to have any children. And I prayed, and Monty was my third try. I lost 2 before him. So he was my miracle child. And they had to take him at 8 months, and he didn't weigh but 4 pounds and 15 ounces. but he's come a long ways. And the things I remember most about him when he was little, every time he got mad, he said, "I'm going to run away." This happened for probably a year, every time he got mad. So one day, I said, "Let's pack your bag." I went in there and packed him a little suitcase, and I carried him to the bus station. Of course, the bus station was closed, but he did not know that. He was only 5 years old. So when I got there, I said, "Now, you're going to need some money, so how much do I need to write this check for?" And he started crying. And I said, "Now, Monty, I would never put you on the bus. The bus station is closed, and I was only trying to teach you a lesson." And never again did he say, "I will run away from home." And when I'm riding with him to this day, he's a grown man. If we go by a bus station, he'll speed by there. I don't want to go by no bus station. And then one day Earl left his little farm tractor parked behind the house in the field. And it was not a real big one, so didn't go very fast. But I looked out the window, and he was going down the field on the tractor. And he was about 6 then. But Earl happened to be home, and he ran out there and rescued him. But my favorite memory is when my grandmother Gill died, December the 1st, 1982. Monty was 5 years old. And we were at the funeral sitting right over here, and he was sitting by me, and I was crying. My grandmother was the inspiration to me. I spent every weekend with her till I was 11 years old when my granddaddy died, and then she moved to Tifton. She lived in Omega. And I stayed every weekend. I did not miss a weekend. If I did, I'd cry and beg and plead till my mama finally gave in. But I was crying at my grandmother's funeral. I was very upset. He was 5 years old then. He reached over and patted me on the shoulder and said, "Mother, do not cry. Mama Gill's with Jesus." And that touched me. And for all you people that have mothers that's not in town but they are away, live out, give them a call today and tell them that you love them. I love all you mothers, and happy Mother's Day.
I guess someone has to be last. No, I loved all your stories. Thank you. So when I was thinking about what Pastor had asked of us, I went, should I tell a funny story or should I be serious? I'm going to try to do both. Two of the things that my mom taught me that are absolutely hilarious, I think, but I still do them to this day, is you don't go out of the house without clean underwear in case there's a car accident, right? And you do not leave on vacation with dirty dishes in your sink. You just do not do it. You're welcome, Mom. I know you'll see this later. But two of the things that I wanted to speak of with my mom is her dedication to be a servant. I don't think my mom would ever call herself a servant, but she has the biggest servant's heart. And from an early age, like baby probably, we were always in the church. We were always doing something, from cleaning the toilets to picking up paper to running a ministry on Saturdays for the projects areas. We were always there. And I think that molded me into the person that I am today, because not only did it mold me for my family, because we do a lot of the same, but it also molded me in my career, because Mom taught me that nobody was too good to be out there working. She didn't believe in works, going to heaven for works. She believes in absolutely loving God and worshiping Him and having that relationship. But she believed that if you had that relationship with God, she believes to this day that if you have that relationship with God, then you are going to be doing those works. You're going to be that servant. So thank you, Mom, for instilling that in me. Now to my kids, I won't embarrass you, I promise. Another thing that my parents taught me is that we are to be independent, and we are never, ever, ever to be given things in life, that you work for what you get. That was just something they always instilled in me. A lot. So the way I instill that in my kids at this moment is by playing games with them. They have to fight to win those games. ask them. A mean game of Uno, if you win, you get you get to absolutely say, I won against my mom and my dad. Because in life doesn't just give you things, you have to work for it. And I love instilling that in them, but I also love playing with them. And that's something I want to share with you is we as parents can get really busy, especially us moms. But it's those little things. Like Miss Brittany said yesterday at RT, it's those little things, it's those small things, it's those times where we can say, let's just sit down and play a game. Let's have fun. Oh, no, I am going to beat you at Uno. I am. And we're going to have lots of fun with it. So happy Mother's Day to everyone, and enjoy your day.
Sometimes all you know to say is, wow. They touched me, made me emotional. 6 incredible women of God. Thank you so much. Why don't you give them a hand? You can stand with me as you're clapping. Yes. So much depth. If you're a very young mother, or if you're planning to be a mother and you want to talk to somebody, come to the stage after church. There's 6 right here. They'll be glad to share with you and just sort of coach you along or mentor you. Such incredible depth that they shared. And so just amazing. I tell you, I don't feel like I could have done anything even as good preaching a sermon this one that you just preached yourself to all of us about your moms, about your kids, and they get emotional. How many of you get emotional talking about your kids? I mean, you do it just a few days ago. I pulled out again from last pastor appreciation, and my kids, Josh and Emily, who are here this morning, they both came yesterday, and Josh has got to turn around and go back today. But it would have been easy for him to stay there, but he came on because it was Mother's Day. It's going to be a quick trip for him. Emily's going to be with us a while longer. But I remember a few days ago just pulling this out of my pics and videos on my phone of them singing. Some of you remember that day when they were sort of, they had a number of songs that I liked and that they came up with. It was all different kinds of music. And then they spoke to me. I can still pull that out right now, and I'll sit in my truck and just bawl. I laugh while they're doing the music. Whatever that music, whether it was No Parking on the Dance Floor or Boys to Men or Star Wars or whatever it is. And sometimes I have to cut it off before it gets to the part to where they talk because I just really don't want to cry that day. If I ever just have that moment, I'll go ahead and listen to all of it and just sit there and bawl my eyes out. People going by me on the road or going by me wherever I'm sitting and eating. And so our kids get to our hearts, don't they? They really do. So I want you one more time to really let these ladies know how much you appreciate their time this morning. That wasn't easy for all of them. Some of them may have had more experience in front of crowds, and a couple of them, I think they might have been terrified, but you didn't know it. You didn't know it. So thank you so much. I want to say from me and from my family, happy Mother's Day to all of you. I hope you enjoy your day. My mom is enjoying Mother's Day in heaven, our mom. She's enjoying Mother's Day in heaven. How many of your mothers are enjoying Mother's Day in heaven this morning? Raise your hand all over the building. Yes, we honor them this morning. We honor them this morning. I do have my mother-in-law. I told her shortly after my mom passed away, I told my mother-in-law, this is tough to say without not getting emotional. I told my mother-in-law, and I think she remembered this, and I've said it since then to her. I said, you are the only mother I have left. And so when I look at her, I don't see a mother-in-law. She is my mom. This is my mom. My biological mom has gone on to heaven, but my wife's mom is here, and she's going to live to be about 108. I've already said it. She's either going in the rapture, it's going to be about 108, 110, something like that. She's thinking, thank you right now. So, and I live with an incredible mother. I have 2 kids right here that will say that. She's like any mom. And I can say this about you moms because I live with a mom of 2. Sometimes you feel like you failed, don't you? I've heard other moms say this. Sometimes you feel like you completely blow it with your kids. Well, let me tell you something. We all have. Whether we're moms or we're dads, we all blow it sometimes with them. things I wished I hadn't done or wished I hadn't said or ways I wished I hadn't acted as a father, and we wish we could go back and change those things. But if that's where you are today, you can start fresh today, brand new. If you believe that, say amen. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. With that being said, you are dismissed. Enjoy your day. If you want to take pics, if you want to take pictures with moms and children, you can do so. We can move the seats here. You can take them up here. You can go out back and take them in front of the avenue, right out back under the drive-thru. You can take them somewhere else if you want to. Totally up to you. Happy Mother's Day.